I'm searching anyway. So I sailed across the sea to see if you were there waiting for me, but you were not. So I sailed back with a broken heart. I waited till 3 to see if you would come looking for me, but you did not. So I fell asleep with a broken heart.
Hello, what's going on? Just so in case you heard it, yes, she did say drop the soap and make some friends, which I'm not quite sure what that reference was all about here at the recovery room.
Hi.
Hi, this is the recovery room. I'm T-Bone.
I'm Christy.
And I'm Minister Sean.
Minister Sean. Hey, how you guys doing? This is the Tuesday edition of the Recovery Room, coming
Happy
to you
Tuesday.
live from the Onico Farmers Market in beautiful Bradenton, Manatee County, Florida. You know, the place where the storms don't hit, because we just already cool.
We good like that. We cool like that.
You know, we just so cool.
You realize because you said that now.
Oh, here comes some sight. Is this superstition? Is that what it's called?
Good job.
Is that called
Good
superstition?
Job. Good
Because
job.
I said it. Let me tell you guys how that really works.
Sean.
Anyway, so
Thank
it
you.
is Tuesday. I hope you guys, you know, are getting yourself prepared for the new millennium, the new coronallennium phase of our life. Because I don't know what to do. I'm confused. Should I keep doing what I've been doing? Because that's what I want to do. Could we frame her in a little bit better, Don?
Yes, we can.
Oh, there she's in. She's in.
Yeah.
She's in. I mean, because I got a question here. Do I keep doing what I've been doing? Because that's what I want to do. I mean, I want to keep doing what I've been doing, but you know, should I stay home still, or should I go and open up a coffee shop, or should I stay home and be a teacher to the dogs? I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
Is that today's topic, confusion?
No, today's topic is 2021. Happy New Year!
Oh, do you think we're all going to make it there?
Just throw that calendar out the window.
Yeah.
You don't need that anymore.
Happy New Year! Because you know what's going to happen? It's going to roll around, and if you're lucky enough to still be here, you will get to say Happy 221. And if you ain't changed nothing, you're going to still be doing the same doggone thing. And this is the reality of the situation. If you haven't changed anything from yesterday, you're still doing the same thing today. And welcome to the recovery room, because that's kind of what we're here talking about most of the time. It's like, you know, make some kind of decision. Would you make a decision to change your life? Because guess who's going to do that? If anybody's going to do that, it's going to be you. And it doesn't even matter if you make a decision to go and be in a different situation and somebody really helps you, and that's how you get there, because you made that decision. But sitting around with your thumb up your butt, doing the same doggone thing every freaking day and expecting things to change is the insanity in which the world of insanity in which you live. Okay, and so again, welcome to the recovery room. If you are not a member of our family, I guess maybe now you don't want to be one. But that's okay, because we let people go too. You know, that's the reality. Come on in, or we'll let you go. But I'm hoping that when you step out there into your new universe, I'm hoping that you got on some new blue suede shoes or something. You know, I'm hoping you got a little bit more pep in your step. I'm hoping that something has changed, because it's 2021. It's time for change. Time for change. Anyway, we are a show that we talk about everything. We talk about drugs. We talk about sex, rock and roll. All the good stuff. But we talk about prevention. The show originated from this passion that overcame me about trying to be instrumental in doing something about which is still here, the opioid, which was then the opioid epidemic, which quickly turned into the overdose epidemic. When we had people dying to the tune of 150 to 175 people a day, and that don't match up so much with the corona statistically, but it's still people dying, and it's people that we know that are dying. It's our sisters and our brothers and our sons and our daughters that are dying out here. Meanwhile, we've got two medical emergencies going on at the same time. We've got my corona, and then we've got the opioid overdose epidemic, which now the veneer, what is that thing called, the storm that is corona is hovering over the storm. So what is that? Is that the tropical depression when you got two storms pressing on each other?
Or basically, you have the perfect storm.
The perfect, they got two storms. They just, man, we got them now for sure. Okay, Purdue Pharmacy and all those guys. Yes, I said at Purdue and John, the baby powder people, Johnson and Johnson and Pharma, all those people. They had the perfect. They created the original perfect storm, because knowing that with population control is what it is. We got to get some people out here because there's too many of us here, folk. Okay. And so with the pharmaceuticals, somebody saw a way to make some money and also eliminate some people. Okay, and I don't know what family, who started the corona thing and whose family or whatever it is responsible for the DuPonts or
they definitely got the vaccine first, I tell you that.
Yeah, and so now you got this storm hovering over the storm, and this storm is causing people that are the people that I'm really concerned about, because I can't really be concerned about some people that are not afflicted, somebody that, unless they're just stupid. Let me just call it the way it is, But you got some people that are out here that are sick, and we really, really, really need to be taking care of them. And so corona, I don't know whether to go home or stay home or go to work. I don't know, whether to go and get that tube stuck way up in my brain to get a test or not. I'm not. Well, let me take that back. I'm sure what I'm doing. I'm saying for the rest of the people, I don't know, because you see people now, we're able to go back to work, restaurants open up and things open up, but you got people apprehensive to go. This is the big dichotomy of which we're living in, and so it seems to me. And it's weird, because I don't know. I picture myself a thinking person, and it's weird to me that they're using the same thing that to keep us at home to send us back out to work. How does that work? And so for me being this thinking person, it seems to me is that, okay, they kept us home long enough to see that they can control us that way, and then now the virus is spread all over the country.
The world.
Well, in our country, now they used to have these little maps where you have these little things. Now the whole map is the same color, and now they're saying, go back out there, get the virus, and then what we'll do is we're going to shut you down for the rest of all time until the virus goes away, or until each and every one of us gets this vaccine that some dudes behind some curtain like this one behind us is sitting there with their heads down on the little thing, I'm gonna call it, and mixing some stuff up. See, I know some people that mix up in the hood too, but anyway, they're mixing some stuff up, right? And they suspect us when it comes out to say, you must take this. No.
Check this out.
What
Try,
do-
try
what do-
this out.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Today's subject matter is 2021. Happy New Year. Welcome to the new millennium. This is a talk show, and we like to talk, but we like to hear from you guys as well. If there's something that you'd like to share with us, if there's something that I say, because I have a tendency to say some things that could be somewhat controversial, and if it you know, if it comes off and it hits you, don't hit you right, that's okay, because this is America. You can give us a call at 941-201-5226. And that doesn't matter where you are in the country. You can call 941-201-5226. And if you're out of town, I guess you got to add the +01 thing. Out of the country or whatever.
And you can call that number 24 hours.
Yeah, that's a 24-hour line. And if there's something you need, like if you find yourself on the edge, like just sitting on the edge with your legs, the legs swinging, rocking, and carrying on, thinking about, is this the end? And man, if I just had somebody to talk to, that number that came up on the screen, it'll come back up again during the course of the show or whatever. But call that number, because what I can tell you is that sometimes just hearing yourself talk is enough to bring you back to that life part, because death is certainly a end for the person that is doing that, who's committing this is suicide or whatever. Death is final for you, but it is not final for the people who you leave behind. And so I'm going to call it as I see it. It's a selfish thing, and I know people have mental disorders, and I don't care if you can hear me. I'm going to say to you, with your mental disorder and any other mental state that you are in, you can kill yourself, and yes, it's final for you, but not final for the people that you leave behind. Okay? And there's the bottom line. And so I just hope as you channel surfing or surfing across the web or whatever it is you do, you're sitting home bored, you're sitting home contemplating whatever you're contemplating, that you would just kind of surf past this little channel and see these heads sitting here and want to know what the heck we're talking about. Call us at 941-201-5226 when you want to know what's going on with these guys. This is like an odd looking crew they got going here. What in the heck could they be talking about?
Today I was reading an article about the actor from the TV show Flash.
Yeah, man.
He passed away April 2nd. The toxicology came back that it was fentanyl that was mixed in with his oxys. And I was reading all the comments. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, where did a 17-year-old get that?" It doesn't matter how much money you have. A drug dealer is a drug dealer is a drug dealer, and they're all going to get their stuff. They're all going to cut it because it's
that's
a
the
business.
way the game works.
That's their business, and they're gonna if pot's your thing, they're gonna throw the leaf in there to mix it up to get more weight out of it. If it's a pill, they're gonna cut it with the freaking fentanyl because it's cheaper.
And they got pill presses, so you can just take some aspirin and crush some fentanyl into it, and then put the stamp of whatever the drug that everybody looks for. This is
M30s,
M30,
A15s,
that could be stamped into any doggone thing, and you thinking you just scored it was only like $15. Oh my God, what a deal! And then next thing you know, you're taking something that was just out of this, and not even by design, but just by design to kill you. Don, I hear that there's still some buzzing audio. I don't know how that could be, but I'm hearing that the audio is
Hearing a
buzzing.
frequency that's
And it's not me. It's somebody texted me and told me that the audio is buzzing.
not buzzing, it's squeaking.
Yeah, it's
I
weird.
thought it was feedback from the TV, but it's not there.
All right.
Sorry.
Is it maybe the cooling fan from the laptop?
Oh, it could be.
Let me
It's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is what it is. I guarantee you.
That's what it sounds like, doesn't it?
Hey, Sean, I really need to pipe down. It's right here now going down.
The amazing part about this whole thing is about 6 months ago, he just said, "Ooh, what's that sound? It sounds like Martians."
It would have been him being the Martian in the fan.
Okay,
Thinking it
hopefully
was-
that works. Let
thinking
us
it-
know.
thinking
Let us
it
know,
was
Judy.
funny.
Oh, listen, you should be doing something here. I'm told that you should be paying attention to the comments.
I am paying, as
And you know, we pay you the big bucks, Chrissy, for this reason alone.
Oh, she's getting it.
You got one job, get it done. That sound like. Don't look at me like that. It was a joke, Edith. What the duck? All right, here we go. No kissing on Facebook. Well, there's a lot of it. And YouTube. Oh yeah, and we are on YouTube. You just go to YouTube and type in the Recovery Room SRQ. You can view us and see what we look like on YouTube. In fact, I'm getting ready to start. I didn't see it come up yesterday, but it probably was still
Buffering
probably
and
still
stuff.
buffering. I didn't see it. Look at it later, but yeah, on YouTube, and we're trying to get some kind of YouTube presence happening here. So we'll be sharing our YouTube link on Facebook as well. And so there you have it. Let's think. Let us think. I thought about 2020 today, but you know I'm always rushing the month. You know we're almost halfway into this year already. You know we're almost halfway through this year already, and you know and I said in just, but you know when I remember when I was a kid and you had a nice birthday party, or you know Christmas was like the bomb, and you think, man, gotta wait a whole year to do this again.
Now it seems like you just went and did something, you
Yeah,
came back, you're
yeah.
like, where'd it go?
Yeah,
Where'd that
yeah.
time
Didn't
go?
we just do that? You know, I mean, I saw a memory from last year that it just seemed like we just did it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and so it's an amazing how time flies, and so you know, the real point there is that it's going by with or without you. You know what I mean? It's passing us by, and it's the one thing you can't get back. You don't get the years back. You don't get the time back. You don't get the moments back. And so, I mean, I suggest every day that you spend each and every moment like it was your last one. You know, and I know that's some like kind of whimsical, whatever. But the reality is that don't spend it like it's not. You know, don't sit around caught up in some sort of alternate universe where things are moving. You're just sitting there. You know, I mean, there's three kind of people, right? There's the ones that watch stuff happen. There's the ones that wonder what happened as they're watching it, and then there's those people that make things happen. You know, which one are you, or are you none of the above? You got like your own category. You know, I don't know. I know it's time to make a decision though. No, I know that no decision is a decision. That's not change. That doesn't change day to day. The reason I say it every day because it doesn't change day to day. Make a decision. You know?
Like T.O. always says, that dash from the year you're born to the year you pass. What do you want to be remembered for
Yeah.
your dash?
Yeah. What kind of highlights? What's your highlights? You know, what's your highlights? You know, and if you and what's your lowlights? You know, which one is more? You got more highlights or lowlights? Good question. You got more highlights or lowlights?
There's this one. It's a funny thing. The guy went around and took pictures and does his commentary on all the little comments on people's gravestones.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I think I
saw
sent
that.
it to
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
It's
you
like,
sent it to me.
it's
Yeah.
like, dang, it's dark down here.
Right.
I told you I was sick.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And,
No, it's good stuff and it's real. Because guess what? That's the only way they get to say it.
Yeah.
it's on that piece of rock. You know what I mean? That's the only way they get to say it. So, and again, I try to think about things that we say every day, so I can say it again today. Because the most valuable property on the planet is the graveyard, the cemetery, folks. is the most valuable property on the planet. And you know why? Because the majority of us go to our graves with our greatness, our jewels, our gold, our talents still buried deep inside of us. Never took the time, never had the courage, never found the passion or the purpose to say, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is what I feel, this is what moves me, this is what gives me passion, this is what gives me compassion. You know, compassion is doing something that needs to be done. We need a whole lot more compassion. We need a whole lot more people reaching out, especially now because with Corona, your jobs, a lot of the jobs that were deemed non-essential are going to be just that. They're not going to be around, and so a lot of people are going to have to be trying to scramble to figure out how to get another job, and they're not going to be as many. Okay, and then but the smart cookie out there is going to be figuring out, okay, how do I take, it's like I told you, the people to put the little flyer in the mailbox about starting a yard service. You know, how do I take what I have and make some money with it? Because it's only money. I mean, you can trade your time for money, like on a job. I will give you an hour of my time for $10. Is your time worth more than $10 to you?
And, you know, what's funny is we're doing the podcast, we're talking about cemeteries, and we're actually across the street. from
Right
the cemetery.
next to one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, two. There's one there and one behind us.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah.
You did tell me that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we're
We're in good
amongst
company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're amongst those who have lived and died. You know, and so what our purpose is, what our goal here is, what we long for more than anything else, and more than money, is for people to hear something or see something when they get to this show called The Recovery Room, that they make a decision to change their lives.
Absolutely.
It is that we come here for no other reason on a daily or 3 times a week, whatever we did. We did a 19-20 day run one time. But the reason that we come here is not for accolades and not for woo-ha, none of that. It is specifically to reach out to somebody out there that is struggling and wants some help, wants to know that it can be done. And so I can only say to you, look at me. I'm here some 40 years later than I should be here.
Hey, Mario.
What's up, Mario? I'm here some 40 years later, guys, and I'm telling you, it wouldn't have happened unless I put that thing down. And so I'm encouraging you today to put that thing down, because I've seen some things over the last 40 years that I wouldn't have seen if I was dead.
You don't know what you don't know, and you can't see what you can't see when you...
Yeah, man.
Cold.
Live your authentic life. Live your best life. What's that? Who's that? Snoop Dogg? Who's that? Living my best life. You know, I'm just trying to say, live your best life and start today. Because you see, the beautiful thing about being an existentialist, which I didn't know you knew that's what you were or not, but the beautiful thing about being an existentialist is that you can start your life whenever you get ready. Probably the best time would be today. If I had to guess,
Might be a good idea.
I would say today would be, what a better day than today?
Most of the time, sometimes it's too late.
Yeah. Do it before it's too late.
One of the things I love on Facebook is when somebody posts something, wow, I've got a day in.
Yeah,
I've got 2 days in. I've got a week in.
No, it's awesome.
I've got 10 years in. I've got, you know.
Yeah. No,
And
it's
then
awesome.
the before and after pictures.
Oh yeah. No, that's awesome. I mean, you see people really coming from the dead, man. You know?
And you see one where it looks like they're walking like zombie apocalypse
my
thing.
God.
And,
With swords
yeah,
and stuff.
and then you see the new pictures and you're like, wow.
Wow.
I love when, like, yesterday, you came out and told me yesterday, you're like, well, you look more human than you did yesterday. Like, that's
a
cool.
goal. That's a goal. That's a worthwhile goal.
It's a daily struggle for everybody out there.
Yeah, it's a human experience. That's what existentialism is all about. It is a human experience. We all have our stuff. I mean, I can't even imagine walking around Sean. You know, T-Bone can't imagine walking around Sean. I can't imagine walking around Christy. Well, I mean, it's beyond the female part. But because I'm me, and like I don't know if I could be as tough and strong as Sean is to face every day that he's facing with the liver issues and all of that. Not quite sure I could do it. And so everybody's got their own little thing that they have to deal with, and if you break it down and not combine it with all the absurdity of the world around you, if you would just reel it in and try to fix that little part that is you, just focus on that. Just for a minute. Focus on that. Focus on that little part that is you. Don't worry about what mama's doing. Don't worry about what they doing up the road. Don't worry about what the president's doing. And don't worry about what Pelosi's. Don't worry that Pelosi called him fat or something morbidly obese. Don't worry about that stuff, man. I'd be worried if I was Nancy Pelosi, but anyway.
Me too.
Ooh, but
It'll be coming through by tomorrow.
Yeah, don't worry about none of that stuff, man. Because at the end of this whole thing, that you will be returned to the soil. 100% chance. Like everybody look at the weather in the morning, and they say 100% chance of rain. There's 100% chance of dying. I don't care. I don't care how you live it. There's 100% chance you're gonna die. 10 out of 10 people die.
Actually, coming here, a car was in the turn lane and zoomed past me and cut me off in another intersection. And I couldn't have fit my thumb between the two bumpers.
It happens it could happen just that quick. Could happen just that quick. Listen, I don't hold any major degrees in any of this stuff, and so I don't consider myself an authority scholar on any of this. Except that I graduated with full honors from the School of Hard Knocks. With full honor, done it, got the scars. I mean, I can show them to you. You know what I mean? And so what I know, I know. What I don't know, I don't know. And I'm seeking still to know. That is the beautiful part of life. But, there's always the opportunity to make that change. That's what Michael Jackson said, right? Make that change. The man in the mirror.
Yeah?
Yeah. Start there. It's a good place to start. Don will tell you.
Man in the mirror.
Yeah. So what's in the news today?
Alice Cooper passed away.
I cannot
yeah.
believe that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
70
Rest in peace,
something years old. I can't remember
man.
how old he was.
Rock legend right there.
Yeah.
Rock legend.
But
Absolutely.
speaking of like friendship and this and that, earlier today, T was out running to the store, and he hears somebody going, "Hey, T, what's up?" And he's thinking, "Who the heck is this guy?"
who is this
Because it
screaming at
wasn't
me?
clicking.
And
right
he's coming up to me. I'm like, I ain't got my stuff on me.
And turns out the guy has his own pool cleaning company thing, and came on by, readjusted my pool for us,
And it looks fantastic.
and we want to give him a big shout out. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, hey
Yes,
Mike. His
actually.
name of his company is the Pool Hound Pool Service. I guess I can give you his number. He said it was okay. That's the Pool Hound, like hound dog. Pool Hound Service. His name is Mike. The number is 941-524-2146. That's 941-524-2146. And very knowledgeable about all the equipment and all that stuff.
Looks great. We will be getting him when we get
Get
home.
That's right. All right, so let's see what's happening on the quote side. Were you able to put them up at all, Don?
The quotes. No, remember he didn't put them in the right format.
Yeah, but he saw them somehow.
My phone won't load in my computer.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go with my favorite new one now because it is how it is. This is my Corona truth. Okay,
All right.
this is what has changed my life during this whole Corona thing.
You
It
go,
says,
babe.
imagine how incredible you'd be 1 year from now if you stopped fantasizing about a better life and actively started building one.
Yes, sir.
That's how it all starts. People talking about, oh, look, they're rich, they're so lucky. No, them folks, most of them, unless they got inherited some money or something, there was no luck. They worked their butts off. Okay?
I love
While
that.
you were sleeping, they were working.
Dear God, burn every bridge in my life that leads my life back to destruction.
I burn that bridge when I'm still on it.
Yeah, yeah.
There ain't no chance of going back.
You might be sad because you've gone through a lot, but you should also be proud of yourself for being strong enough to make it through. Hello? Hello? Come on, guys. The reality is that as addicts, we find ourselves in in what is a certain death, what is a purity hell, even if it's not death, and to be able to rise from those ashes, to be like a phoenix and rise from those ashes and shake yourself up and dust yourself off and come back and be strong and bold and brave and all those things that is necessary to humble yourself enough to go on your knees to the people, your family, your friends, your kids, your whatever it is, to say, I'm done with it. I'm back. I seen the error of my ways. I'm here and I'm ready to be your husband again. I'm ready to be your wife again. I'm ready to be my kid's mother again. If you would just give me the chance, and I guarantee the majority of the time they're going to give you that chance. And if you do that and you do that consistently, guess what? At the end of the day, you become what I like to call a 9%er.
Whew. Pray, then let go. Don't try and manipulate or force the outcome. Just trust God to open the right doors at the right time.
Amen. And
Go.
trust yourself to have the at least the curiosity or whatever it's called to walk into that door when it's open for you. See, an open door means nothing if you don't walk into it. It's just a damn door.
I sent this one out to a bunch of my friends. It says, "Dear man, close your eyes. Imagine your daughter's dating someone like you. Do you smile or are you upset? If you're upset, change yourself. It's that simple.
It is just that simple.
You know.
You know?
When my daughter was born, I said, "Okay, God, you got a sense of humor.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
you know."
I'll make that
Okay.
change.
The key to success is to start before you're ready.
Yeah, don't wait till everything is just right.
It's never gonna be just right. You just gotta do it.
Says if you want to heal, then you have to make peace with your broken pieces. You see, and I suggest that you just discard them. You know, because people try to hold on them. They keep switching little bags. They take them out of this little bag and put in this other little bag. And everywhere you go, you take them little broken pieces with you. You know, just as a reminder. You know, and next thing, and then you lose them one time by accident. You get like when you move from that one house to the other house, you lose those broken pieces, and you mourn them, you long for them. No, get rid of them. Let them go. Let the past be the past. Even just today, whatever you did earlier today is already the past.
And at the end of the day, you still just have the same little bag of broken little
Still
pieces.
that and it's never going to be whole because there's always a few pieces missing.
And that's what I said. I assure you, I'm not put together at all. Nor am I broken. I'm recovering, finding the beautiful and the ugly and stitching it into my life. But you're still working on stitching it together, but you still have to find all the pieces. And at the end of the day, they might not all be there. You kind of lose some along the way.
It's kind of like going to Goodwill and buying a 1,000-piece puzzle set. Going,
Yeah.
they're all in there.
I can guarantee you, there's never 1,000 pieces.
How can you guarantee that?
There's pretty much guaranteed. There's never 1,000 pieces.
I like the song.
It's a fun something to. It gives you something to do. But come on now,
Puzzles.
you know.
This one I like. It said so far, 2020 is like looking both ways before crossing the road, and then getting hit by an airplane.
That's about right.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Hmm.
It gives you something to do.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, guys, we oftentimes make light of this stuff because you kind of have to sometimes. But the real reality, the truth of it is that it is a sad situation. You know, I mean, it's a sad situation. Over the last couple of years, I've had a lot of people die in my life of overdoses. You know, and they're usually really cool people. And the craziest part about it is that this thing affects people 19 to 54. That is the group that it is most affecting, and that is the most important ages of life, right? Youth into, like, you know, you're supposed to be like having your career and taking care of your children by the time you're 54 years old. You know, and so it's not really sensationalized as corona, but it is just as freaking deadly.
Speaking of corona, like everyone said, all of a sudden having a mask, rubber gloves, duct
Yeah.
tape, and a plastic sheeting and rope in your trunk is
Yeah,
okay.
it's cool.
And before it'd be like, all right, where's the body? Now it's like, all right, he's protected.
Stay home. No, go out.
Hurry up and stay at home. Right?
Hurry up and stay at home.
You couldn't have a plastic straw before.
Yeah.
You still can.
Yeah. The plastic straw. Forgot about that.
I posted this thing earlier today, and I got flagged from Facebook. It said, it was a text the kid was sending to his dad. It said, can you pick me up? Well, this is why what happened. He says, the teacher pointed a ruler at me. He said, the end of this ruler is an idiot. I asked him which end, and I got suspended. And Facebook said it didn't comply with their rules, whatever else.
Oh my God! See, this is
Yeah,
where
and I'm like-
and so now we got Facebook and Twitter as our censors.
Right.
Yet this
No.
post was probably about its parent.
You know what I mean? We got now Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, all these big behemoths now are gonna say what we can and cannot say. Isn't that like some sort of amendment, First Amendment rule?
Someone needs to come up with
No.
a site called Jimmy Crack Corn. I don't care. Post whatever you want to.
Post whatever you want. Let people with open-minded people read it, and you know, and the ones that are not open-minded, send them back to Instagram.
Sometimes, like, I'll post some off-the-wall stuff just to read the comments. You
Yeah.
Sometimes.
know. Okay,
Do
I'll
that
listen.
all the time.
All I like it is. Okay, so you got two that are important to me. This one says, one day or day one. It's your decision. You can't keep going back and keep going back and keep going back and expect to. I mean, you can. Don't get me wrong, you can. But you know, it's when you get that one day in, man. Do you know how much of a miracle that really is?
Do you know how good that dish
You know,
felt?
if you keep going through life making, if you do a left turn, guess what? It's a freaking circle. You know,
Yeah, a
you just
square.
came back, or a square. I mean, you just came back right from where you started from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's that other one that says, I didn't come this far just to come this far.
Yeah. That's deep when you really think about it. You know?
You know, I didn't come this far just to come this far. I came this far because now I can see further up the road. You know, what was dark or blurry or whatever way back then, I can see now, and I can see what it is. You know, they talk about that train, that light at the end of the tunnel. Well, that only means that you're still in the tunnel.
Or how many times have I done this, or I'm not going to do this again?
There was a scene from the Dead Poets Society. I love them.
Yeah,
When they all stand up on top of the desk, and then because they all have their one opinion. He's like, all right, now everybody's do that. Like, what for? And he's like, look around the room. So you're seeing things through a different perspective.
Yeah, standing on your chair.
You know.
Yeah, one of the best movies. It was one of my favorite movies, actually.
Yeah. You're going to want to watch that.
Yeah, I would watch that again. I've watched it only about 500 times.
Well, I'm done with Netflix. Everything else is
Oh
on. I'm
my
like,
God.
right.
I don't know about this $8.99 for Netflix. For comedy, yeah. For comedy, yes. But the movies, I'm expecting, where are the first run movies? Where are the movies that the Oscars and all that stuff? Where are those at on there?
Redbox.
Yeah, not on Netflix. They play a Netflix film, I think. Anyway, so hey Mario, what's happening? If nobody's told you they love you today,
love you guys.
love you, love you, love you,
Love you,
and
love you.
and you know, and if there's one thing that the world needs, like desperately, is for us to share that, to pass that around. You know, love is like a currency, right? It's like, but it's one of those currencies that the more love you give, the more love you get, which is like a really, really great rate of exchange. Try to do that with your dineros.
Absolutely.
Give them, and see what happens. I learned the hard way. But anyway, yeah, you can't do it. So love. You can't say it enough. You can't give enough. You can't do enough of it. And if you are blessed, then you must be a blessing. And you are blessed because you're able to hear and able to walk and talk and do whatever it is you're able to do. You're able to have thoughts. And so when grandma over there on the West Coast is praying for baby girl over here on the East Coast, it is imperative that you be the answer to that prayer. You know, because God works through the people. So does the devil, but it doesn't matter. Which side are you on in
Mario
this
said,
battle?
just enjoying the show, my brother.
Thanks, man.
Loving it.
Yeah, which you can't serve two masters, folks. I mean, this is clear. This is one you can, but it's like running in place.
You can try, and I've tried, and it's pretty difficult, and it becomes
Comes a bad habit.
Yeah.
It's a bad habit.
And I want to clear up something that somebody asked me. It's like T-Bone. They asked me about two things, and I'll tell you how I feel about both of them. They asked me about the medically assisted treatment. What are your thoughts on medically assisted treatment? Is it just one substituting one drug for another? And my answer to that is yes. That's what I feel it is as well. But if it keeps a addict from overdosing, because they're changing the habits from shooting or whatever it is, these illicit drugs on the street, then yes, I'm all for the MAT program. Okay, have gone through it personally, experienced it personally. And then the other question was about what has anybody used marijuana as a substitute? And what are your thoughts on that, T? I said, well, my thought is my thought. When I say it, it's what I mean. I mean that if it works for you, then I suggest, and it keeps you from shooting drugs or sniffing them off the streets or whatever. But I'm gonna add an addendum just so I can kind of clarify this for our baseball. I mean, it should probably be ordered by doctors. It should be by medical because that's legal. But you can't get it that way. You know, if it works for you, if it saves a life, that's what I'm for. I'm for the stuff that saves lives. Okay, and as far as marijuana is concerned, there's all kinds of stuff. There's hemp and there's CBD. There's so much to it that that we've been the government and all that has made the plant and all that illegal, which is weird. I'm campaigning right now for legalization of hemp again. It was our number one crop in our country for years and years and years, and it's been because some stupid stuff it has been made like illegal. But it is a product that you can make anything out of. You can build a house. You can do
You can run your vehicle on
you can
it.
run your vehicle on it. I mean, and 1 acre of hemp can save 4 acres of trees. And the main thing I'm concerned about is cutting down all of our trees, and then all the people who have been locked up in jail about a plant. It's unbelievable. And so, due to Corona, this has become my new mission, and I don't think it's contrary to my old mission, but if it is, so be it. It's how I feel. I can think and be who I am. This is if I want people to do anything in this world, I want you to think and be yourself. Be a thinking person. Make decisions for yourself, because at the end of the day, those decisions are going to be the outcome of those decisions of what you're going to have to deal with. And you don't want it to be that you didn't make a decision and you're dealing with some stuff. You want to be able to say, you know what, I made that decision, and dadgummit, I'm going to live with it.
You
Your
wanna be
choice is
sitting
your
there rotting
choice.
in jail going, if I only just
If I had a
I had to
Yeah.
made that
shoulda, woulda,
choice.
coulda.
Yeah, none of that. So there it is. I hope I answered your question. And that's just the way I feel. Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. That's so cool, right? Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. When you're in the depths of your despair, believe that something wonderful is about to happen. Guess what? There stands a better chance of it happening. If nothing else, something that happens can be deemed wonderful if you're looking for it. If you don't see it, you might even miss your wonderful. Happens all the time. It's like the bus going down the street, on the side of it that says opportunity, and you don't jump on.
Absolutely.
Happens all the time. Bus just goes on by. It's like, ooh, opportunities.
Speaking of buses, are they still going to be for free with everything open back up? It's either for free right now.
I haven't gotten any new news.
That's a good thing. I'll have to look up to.
If you're here in our area, the Sarasota, Bradenton area, the University Town Center, I think daily they're doing corona testing, and the Robert Taylor Community Center on Myrtle and 301 are both doing corona testing. Robert Taylor, they're doing it from 9 to 6 p.m. And so if you want to get a test, and you keep hearing it, there's not enough tests. Oh, it's just, God, it's getting
And
so irritating.
I think I read, like, the other before you had to actually have like a doctor's thing and everything
Yeah.
else. You don't have to have that to go get tested.
Yeah, they're more readily available
Right.
now.
Okay, and so there's no excuses. Okay, they tried to bamboozle us, it didn't work, and now they're gonna try it again. But what's gonna happen this next time? I'm hoping that everybody just says, forget it. We're gonna stay out here. You can't force us back in the house again. You did that one already. It didn't work out so well.
It's like up in Gilchrist County, which is like where Jenny Springs is. There's only been 2 cases there so far. Now your neighbor, like you have everyone has like 10, 15 acres like of land. So your neighbor's way over there. So there is social distancing because of that. But because of everything going on and everything, their price on their real estate has gone up. Man, move here because we don't have it.
Yeah.
Right. Hey.
My setback was a blessing. I survived what was meant to destroy me. I came back like a boss, fabulous, wiser, and stronger than ever. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. I want a whole bunch of us to be able to gather together and say Viva Corona or whatever, but basically, hey, let's celebrate our recovery. Let's say, listen, I've come from the pure depths of hell, and I'm back here, and I'm living, I'm a survivor. I'm a 9%er, and the 9%er is that 9% of the people who make it in recovery a year or more, because 91% of the people overdose within the first year, most within the first 30 days, most within the first 2 or 3 days.
Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going.
Hello.
Go.
Hello. And what is a habit? Habit is something that you do over and over again. In fact, we have a program we haven't talked about in a while called the 2190. If you would do anything for 21 days, it becomes a
Habit.
But if you do it for 90 days, it becomes a
Lifestyle.
okay. So
Build it
so
up, build
and
up,
so
build
build
up.
them days up. And I suggest that you do something very positive. Make that thing that you do is waking up in the morning with gratitude. If you would do this for 21 days, if every morning you would wake up, regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of how you feel about it, if you would think that there's somebody that's got it worse than you and you're grateful for that, then do that. But think of be grateful about another day of living, a breath, or whatever it is, and look at your day like like what that other thing says. Like, I know that something wonderful is about to happen. Okay, and for 21 days, just do that. Force yourself to do it, regardless of the circumstances, because we control the way we think. Circumstances don't do that, but we've allowed circumstances to do it. But I'm saying to you, don't let circumstances even persuade you. My grandmother used to do it all the time. She used to always say, persevere. The stick-to-itiveness. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, Lord, something, and it was that song she used to play all day, every day, and it stayed in my head. It was like, something good is going to happen to you, I'd be like Stevie Wonder.
I can only imagine how you grew up, baby.
I meant to give a shout out to Dora.
Oh
yesterday, her
yeah,
book.
yeah.
Yes,
Dora's
our
release
dear
book.
Dora,
Hey Dora,
Dora.
Dora, the adorable Dora. Her book about awakenings, I think is the name of it.
Yes.
And she talks about a mother's journey, which is a very poignant and interesting story. So check out Dora Sherry. She's on Facebook, friend or whatever it is. If she's not your friend already, she probably is everybody's friend already.
She's probably maxed out with friends
Probably
and everything.
maxed out with friends. But
Dora's
book is out. Yes.
You can get it through Amazon. It's actually the #1 seller with Amazon right now.
Yeah, and so I'd like to probably go ahead and shout out our sponsors while we're talking about promoting people. We already promoted our guy, the Pool Hound.
Oh, can't wait to go home and get in the house. Yes, sir.
Hound. We thought he was gonna say like 3 days, all the chemicals he put in.
I know. He said a couple
Go
hours. I was
ahead and
like,
get
ooh,
in, and then within like 30 minutes, it was crystal freaking
you're gonna
clear.
be waiting on dinner
I'm
tonight.
talking about it was like
Ooh.
one of those Bahama pictures.
Oh.
Well,
pools.
with my memory issues, like I'd put the pool chemicals in, I'd go inside, do something. I'm like, oh yeah, pool chemicals.
Yeah.
And I'd put them in again, and then I'm like, oh yeah, they're chemicals. So
Ooh,
it was
my
a little
skin's
off.
peeling off.
Did anybody put any? What is it called?
Stabilizer.
Stabilizer. No.
Oh, we all jumped in that
Oh,
night.
man. Itching, hair falling out. Yeah.
But I don't feel everything from me breaking
didn't
my
have to
back and my
shave
neck
for
and
a
stuff, so
week.
I didn't notice it. But you came out a couple shades lighter.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It was
I did.
great.
And no hair on my arm.
I didn't have to shave.
All right, our sponsors. The Recovery Room is brought to you by.
Spice up your next event with the Hammock Haven Experience. To find out more, go to thehammockhaven.com or call 941-201-5226. The Hammock Haven. Chillax a minute.
421 Sweet Treats is Anna Maria Island's sweetest little five-star cafe, located at 5337 Gulf Drive on beautiful Holmes Beach. For reservations, please call 941-281-2335. Life is sweet and full of treats.
POWarriors.com, the website that's dedicated to connecting our armed forces and first responders to businesses that appreciate their valor. For more information, go to POWarriors.com or call 336-501-0017. PO Warriors, protecting our warriors that protect us.
Hey,
Hello,
that's
hello.
right. That good old Nico Farmers Market. What a man! I'm so excited, and I think they're getting very close to opening, and it's going to be an amazing thing. But thanks for reminding me, Sean. Let's remind everybody about tomorrow evening is the drive-in here at the Old Nico's Farmers Market. What is that address? 5801, something like that. Anyway, it's in that same shopping center that the youth store is in. So all you guys in Bradenton and Sarasota know the Bradenton version of the youth store up on 15th Street, right by State Road 70. There's a drive-in. I don't know what the movie is. They try to play family-friendly stuff, but it's just an opportunity to get out and hang with your family and get out of the house and watch a movie. And social distancing rules are handled because you're in your car and the cars are separated, and as Sean was saying last week, there's when we get fully open here at the Oneiko Farmers Market, there'll be plenty of options for you to have some popcorn and all that. But for right now, there's a Dollar General right down the corner, and you can go down there to Dollar General and get yourself a little bag of popcorn or whatever, and a little shorty. And
an ice cream afterwards.
Ice cream right over here.
Subway's right there.
It's a pretty cool little thing. I mean, and right now in the world, the drive-through is making a big, huge comeback based on the social distancing. And so,
Well, with everything opening up, the one thing that the governor put a stop on was movie theaters.
still to this day. So at any rate, tomorrow night, 8:30 at the Oneiko's Farmers Market, movie drive-in. I called it a drive-through for a long time. I don't know why. It's a drive-in.
It's because people used to be drinking and then they drive to the theater. And it's free of charge, guys.
And it's free of charge for now.
You know.
You better catch it while it's free because it's going to get real popular. And we're also going to be doing drive-in concerts. I didn't tell Don yet, but
Drive-through concerts, yeah. No, I'm kidding.
drive-through concerts, right? Come drive through, catch a song, and get a burger, and get the heck out of the way.
You're going to be doing like an open mic night thing with
We'll
that
be
too?
doing an open mic, but what we do, like years ago, I used to do what we call the underground originals, and that's just like people around here in town. I know so many great artists that have original music that you can hear and really like. I mean, we got the Twinkles of the world, and the John Movements. They all got some really good music. I want to bring them on and blast them out there on the screen while people sit in their car and listen to them on the radio. And that'll be their time that they're playing on the radio. On the radio. Whoa.
Watch out.
Yeah. So we did our sponsors. We did our quotes.
And with the Hammock Haven thing, if you guys want to be chillin' and whatever else,
Chillaxing.
I could also do a wedding
Oh.
thing in a minister.
Mm-hmm. And so if you're planning on getting married here anytime in the near future, don't forget Minister Sean here. He is approved. He's been approved.
Certified and certifiable.
Certified.
We can have all
baby.
sorts of things going
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, I want to get this one back in too because this one's important to me. Because this is because when we talk about this whole thing being like a family disease, it's like goes down through generations, alcohol, drug addiction, and all that. This one says, be the one who breaks the cycle, because that's what's going to happen. You got to have one that goes, Bob, no, we're not living like this anymore. Our kids are going to be going to school and going to college and whatever it is that's important, getting careers. Everybody in our family is not going to be addicts and alcoholics. I mean, prevalent. Just wipe my whole family out. But anyway, if you were judged, choose understanding. If you're rejected, choose acceptance. If you were shamed, choose compassion. Be the person you needed when you were hurting, not the person who hurt you. Vow to be better than what broke you, to heal instead of becoming bitter, so you can act from your heart and not your pain. That's going to be one of the main ones that we're putting up there too with the other one, because I mean, we got to break the cycle of doom, the cycle of pain, the cycle of addiction, and it's doable. You do it.
I told somebody once, I said, you're your own judge, your jury, and your executioner. Fire your executioner,
Mm-hmm.
and stand in front of that jury, be like,
Yeah, hey, listen.
here I am.
And I am's who I am's.
And the judge, we know the judge is, he's the one saying you're going to go, take the elevator up, or
Yeah. Well, and speaking of elevators, there is no elevator to success. There's
It's
no
all
elevator
step
to
work.
recovery. You've got to take the steps, man.
It's all step work.
You got to take all the steps, and sometimes one step forward, two steps back is like doing the cha-cha. So you got to look at it.
I talked to my daughter yesterday, and she's like, hey, how you doing, Dad? And I was like, I'm doing, because a lot of times she used to call me Sean, and we've gotten past that. But I was telling her that I went and got a deep tissue massage, and it was on the second story, and I walked up the stairs, and
That's an amazing feat. Nobody knows.
that I couldn't, even getting out of the car just 6 months ago, maybe a little bit,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
like Tia to physically pick me up and then get me on my walker and wheel me into the house, and stuff. And unfortunately, my daughter saw me when I was that sick. And that, as a father, that just rips your heart out, you know, because you're supposed to be the one there taking care of your kids. And my daughter she was 12 and taking care of me, you know.
Yeah,
But,
it's amazing the recovery. It's amazing what can happen. That's Sean's recovery. Anyway, this is a recovery room, and it's not your aptitude; it is your attitude that determines your altitude. So have an attitude of kindness and passion, of love, and all that and stuff. We love you guys.
We love you guys. Peace out. Be safe.
With
Watch out for
nothing
motorcycles.
to say. You already knew I would come searching anyway. So I sailed across the sea to see if you were there waiting for me, but you were not. So I sailed back with a broken heart. I waited till 3 to see if you would come looking for me, but you did not. So I fell asleep with a broken